Let's just drop the club for another moment and let your arms hang nice and long. There you go. Right there. Let them hang. Okay. And then let's grip the club from there. Yeah, can you get, there's a bit of a bend in that front arm. Is that from an injury or anything?
No, I just lifted a little.
Okay. Let's just, it's not like we're trying to lock it out, but let's make sure we use our levers. You got long arms, so use them to your advantage. You might have to stand a little further from the ball. Stand nice and tall so you're able to have that long arm through here, almost through the shaft is one long straight line. Stand just a little further, stand nice and tall. Let's just get back to an intuitive swing. Once you get that new setup feel, just give me some speed. Prioritize speed with the hands. Good. Awesome. With that speed, give me that back belly turn. That was mostly arms on that last one. Good.
So is that still not enough?
It's better for sure. There's maybe a pattern that I can lay here for you that will kind of help this visual. So in a perfect world, halfway back, if you cross this up halfway back, I'm gonna match this back line with my shoulders, and my hips are gonna be on this line here. So it's like 45-90. We might not exactly get there with your injury and the surgery, but if you can kind of cross yourself up across your chest, feel like you get somewhere close to parallel with this and parallel to that on the ground, it might be a little bit.
And where is it as I'm going?
It's mirrored on the other side. So on the other side,
So at impact, where's my body?
at impact, very good question, you're gonna match this line with your belt line. That's actually a drill we can do also, is you preset impact. That way you feel what it feels like. Preset here, and then just return. And it simplifies things. But let's try to let's feel it both ways and see what's more helpful. So get in there, cross that club up across your chest. No swings for now. Let's cross this thing up across your chest here. Just hold it like that. All right, and then turn to 90. Good. Okay.
My hips are,
Your hips are actually pretty mobile.
yeah, they are. There's no issue with it really. It's just.
So can you create a little bit of separation? So essentially, your hips and your shoulders are both getting to 90. There's actually a little bit of, it pivots a little differently. It almost feels like this back joint goes like that and braces as the hips, as the shoulders turn to 90. So can you try to feel what it feels like to get your hips on this line while your shoulders are here? Just play around with that sensation.
So not the hips, not as much?
Correct. Just see if you can feel a little separation. That'll bring you a lot more speed if you, okay? Yeah. Hmm. It's kind of like you're doing this. Let's try it this way.
Twist the upper part more.
I want to give you a more intuitive way to do it. I didn't explain it properly. So imagine we're tall, butts under us, weighting the ball at our feet, and we've either got a rope tied around a pole or we're punching. See what happens if you naturally try to punch from that tall posture, okay? And do it both sides. So we've got a rope here, and you've got one end of the rope in each hand, and then just pull it around a fixed post. Go pull, pull, okay? Good. Turn, 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 turn. So halfway back, you're getting that. There, we're getting there. Hips at 45, shoulders at 90, and then it's just mirrored on the other side. Good. Okay, imagine you're like punching someone down here. 45, 90, okay? Yeah, that's how the lower body's gonna work. Okay, let's try some practice swings where you feel like you're inspired by a punching motion. It's gonna help you get your back to the target, belly to the target. Yeah, go ahead and let it rip. It's gonna feel funky. Good. Sweet. Just focus on speed here. You've already got a good swing plane. You've got things that are about in the right ballpark. You just need to let it loose. Okay. Back, belly. Let it develop on both sides. Ball position more forward. There you go. Back, belly.
You say back belly.
Back to the target, belly to the target. Cool.
Is that the
Slight in to out swing path with the club face that's a little bit open to your path. So your club attacked into the ball about like that, and your club face was aimed just right of it. And as you were doing the punch drill, make sure you're getting all the way over to your left side here where you can tap your toe on the follow through. All your weight ends up on your front foot at the end of the swing. Good. Yeah, I almost want you to feel like you're doing the Gary Player. If anything, your weight comes over here. On some of those ones we're leaving out to the right, our weight is hung back there a little bit.
yeah, and that's why I'm wondering whether that's some compensation for the hip or something.
Could be. Yeah, I don't want to do anything that hurts, but if you can get all your weight over there with some hand snap and some speed, I love it. Okay.
You say hand snap. Is that
That's just what we were doing with that club upside down, and just like you're a kid out in the woods with a stick and making the stick whoosh. Every kid can create speed, and then we overcomplicate it. Make it whoosh. Cool. How's your short game?
Looked pretty good, and now I'm not comfortable. I'm not confident in what I'm doing, so it's working with
Okay.
I don't understand why that.
So let's work on our footwork a little bit here, since we're kind of landing out of balance. So let's talk about how the feet work ideally. So we start out with like 60% of the weight on your front foot. We've gotten pretty neutral. We're kind of straight up and down, 60% on the front foot. Halfway back, we get most of our weight onto our back foot. Hips 45, shoulders 90 ideally. And then in transition, we're moving a little bit laterally. There's a little, you don't want to slide, but you got to get that weight back over on the left side. So at impact, almost all of your weight is on that front foot. And we're seeing a few where we just haven't gotten that shift over to the left side yet.
Just kind of keeping it open,
Yeah.
turning my body. But
So give me that little cross of the chest like this. Turn to the top. Okay. Turn back here, and then just give me a little lateral shift as you kind of uncork the other way.
okay.
Just so we can get that weight on that front foot. So it's almost like you can hit and then shake someone's hands on the other side. It's like you're falling forward is what we want to err towards at this point. Good. It's going to feel awkward, but I'm glad that you're willing to try my crazy drills. Good one.
I'll take those. So is that all the weight distribution?
Yeah. You accomplished the goal. Weight was falling forward through impact. We swung to the top, which is on our right foot. At the bottom, we want to be on our left foot.
Enough there. Is that not enough? Is that what I feel there?
Let me take a look from this angle. I don't want to change your grip up just yet. That's a pretty big change. We might do it eventually, but that's good one. Just want to get you more free to just let that thing whip. If you're anything like Ted, you're like a very meticulous person. So I want you to whoosh, let that thing, I just want you to release the hell out of that club. Because you're robbing yourself of speed.
Yeah,
So,
I don't have his strength, so that's always kind of why I'm short. But I guess speed can.
oh no, you can create speed. It's just there's like an aha moment when you get this thing whipping. Let me go get an impact bag so you can just keep feeling like your weight falls forward. Okay, I'll be right back. So let's bring some fluidity to things. Right hand only. We're gonna get through the shot with as loud of a whoosh as you can make on this side of the ball. Not back here, over here. And you see how that forces me to get onto that left side dynamically. Loud whoosh is the goal. Okay? Good. Good.
I feel like I'm doing it right.
Keep going. Swing under this. Good. Keep that chest turning. Good. Good. There you go. Louder. Awesome. Good. Keep going. Let's hear that loud whoosh in front. Weight carries forward. Good. Love it. You got a bunch in your pocket? It's almost a little bit of a dance. We get back onto our right, through onto the left. It's just back. That was a much better turn of the chest and the hips. You got your whole body involved. It wasn't just arms. That was good. I don't care where it went. That was just a lot more swingy, less guidey. Oh, that had a little bit more heat on it too. Do a freezer for me. So go to the top and stop, and then come on through.
I wasn't too understanding.
That's all right. Go ahead and finish the swing though. So up to the top and stop, so it'll really force you to feel that big turn and then let it rip. Okay. So do a rehearsal of the freezer and then swing, and then we'll make a swing. Good. Okay. Principle is just let the backswing develop. Turn and then turn. Okay.
Is that right?
I want to clean up the footwork a little bit. So let's think about it in terms of these joints here. So from the start, we're going back like that, and just take notice of this left knee goes down to the left toe. Yours has a tendency to creep back in here a little bit. Let's create this sensation. So from here, I got my finger on my right hip joint. It's kind of almost going up and back as that left knee comes down. Does that hurt?
No.
Okay.
Doesn't hurt.
Good.
Like that. Keep it steady.
Yeah. So that knee goes down
Yeah,
to
I
the
do that
toe.
a lot, yeah.
That's going to help create that 45 versus 90 separation.
And then,
Okay, so lower body looks cleaner. Now I want to work on the upper body. So cross across your chest with your arms. Feel that lower body go, and figure out how we can get that body, the weight on the back foot and your back to the target. So it's kind of a move like this. All right.
like that.
Almost. There you go. Better. There you go. One more time with your lower body. I'll move your upper body.
Really go.
Yeah, you got to go for it. You're gonna have to. If you want more speed, you're gonna have to kind of let yourself.
And then how do I control that?
So it's a
With the
feeling
weight
of.
shift.
It's almost that kind of feeling. Hogan had a good drill where he would say, you get up to the top, and then the first thing that moves is your lower body. Your arms stay kind of tall, and your lower body goes. So he would demonstrate that, where the arms are tall, but that left hip is cranking out of the way early. And that's what we do intuitively when we whoosh.
And then the hips first.
Yes, sir. First thing to go is the lower body. Good. Good. Okay. Let's just focus on the backswing first. Create that separation. The weight is going into this foot. You're building your weight into that back foot. Okay. Love it.
Yeah, keep it moving the knee though.
Good. Let's just kind of see how well you can move your shoulders only. Can you just do this? Keep the hips pretty stable, and it's just your chest moving. How much movement can you create there? You might have tight shoulders.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I've had massage for decades, so it's probably pretty tight.
Okay. So if I'm pulling on that rope, can you kind of mirror this? I'm going here. Look at where my back moves. There you go. Good. With that nice knee work. That's great. What about mirroring it? Yeah. Good. Yes. That pivot's way better in your lower body. Now we just got to get the upper body to come along for the ride. Okay. But instead of, we're kind of ending up back here,
Right.
I want you to figure out how to feel like we're almost like we're punching over. Try to punch right here. Halfway back. Okay, good. Love how your legs are working now. Does that feel any different? building. Can I see I just want to make sure we're productive here. So the hips I like, I'm just not quite seeing what I need in the upper body yet. Okay, so that, it's as if you're going like this, and I'm trying to get you to come more there. So almost feel like you get your left shoulder behind the ball as you do your nice hip work.
Okay.
Let's cross this, across the chest. Yes, I'm sorry. All right, cross that across your chest. We're gonna point this down at the ground. All right. So, we're here together at the top of the swing. I want you to point this thing down at that line. Figure out a way to turn your chest in such a way that you can point this down at that graphic shaft. There you go. That's cool. That's the turn I'm looking for. Okay.
And then I'm still not sure what to do out of that.
It's okay, just feel that for now. That's beautiful. Cool. All right, and now on the other side of it, our impact position is going to be there. So our right shoulder is going to be down instead of our left shoulder. So point the front shoulder down and then point the trail shoulder down. There you go. That's sweet. That's
shifting the weight, right?
That's, oh, ooh, we're actually close. Cool. Pivot, pivot. And do it without moving this. Pivot, pivot. Yes! Is that unlocking some different feeling muscles?
Yeah. So it's really not much of the arms at all?
No, it's going to be mostly a body swing with that hand snap.
Yeah. I've been doing all arms.
Yeah. But that's why you don't have a lot of speed. My goal is to create a faster engine for you. Yep. Don't cheat. Don't let that thing come off of your chest. So get it there by turning. There you go. Sweet. Oh yes. There's a saying, shoulder to the wall. Here's our wall. Shoulder to the ball. Right shoulder wall, ball. Okay, let's try a few. It's a lot of footwork. It's mostly kind of how you move your body based on how you're pivoting. That's what we're working on. Good. Yes. Okay. Now we need that same body work with just a little bit more sense of freedom, like you're just whipping that club. Let it release. Nice. It all kind of happens within your structure too. It's just that move of boom, 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 boom. Good one.
I'm still not really whipping it though.
No, it's all right. You're starting to turn though. Good one. High draw, sweet. Most people would kill for that. The swing kind of just happens by accident because of the way you're moving, you're pivoting. There's this cool book called Swing the Club. It was made in like the 30s, and it's got these pictures of these little kids that they would just give them a handkerchief with a counterbalanced weight on it and say, okay, kids, just swing the weight. And they would just have these like Adam Scott looking golf swings, like 2-3-year-old kids. It's wild. So the more simple we can make it, the better. Remember the feeling of pointing that club down there. Okay, and then how do I get it to point down on the other side? Just focus on that turn. Nice.
My swing outside in, is that what?
So that one is the club was traveling probably, if our target line's here, our swing direction was a little inside out, and the club face was about halfway between where our club is physically traveling and where it's actually aiming. So the difference between where it's traveling and aiming is what creates that curvature. If your face was this shut, if your face was looking left of your target with a path like that, it would be like a snap hook. So anytime you start getting the snap hooks, you know that you've got a super shut face compared to your swing path.